Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really well. I am filming this in my bedroom. Excuse the Merry Christmas banner. I will get rid of it at some point. I'm just doing things very slowly. Yeah, hope you're all okay. Today I wanted to test out some makeup. It's Sunday today, the day of rest, the day of just playing around with things. Most of this is stuff I got from the giveaway that I won from Sussex Sandra, and then I've literally added in the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, the powder one that I got secondhand from Luce Stevenson. And I just wanted to try some bits out. I've already put on my foundation. I've just put some lip balm on, which is why my lips look a bit white. And then I've put concealer on some spots that I've got because I'm a bit spotty at the moment. What we're going to try out, we've got the Illamasqua eyeshadow palette. This is called the Unveiled Artistry palette with some lovely colours in there. So we're going to try them out. I've also got some brushes to try from Eco Tools. So that's exciting. A highlighter palette by Bella Pierre. I don't think I've ever tried anything from them before, but I've seen them a lot in boxes and stuff. These two like glossy sticks by Galactic. They can be on your lips, they can be under a lip gloss, as a topper over liquid lipsticks, or as lip sparkle on its own. So we'll try them on my lips. And then I've got like a few different lip options. Oh, I want to try this from my Birchbox this month. Where is it? The MCO Beauty like lip and cheek tint that's like a liquid. And then I've got a lip liner from Real Her, which is in like a, I don't know, like a deep rosy browny nudie colour. And then I've got two lip options. There's a rose lipstick by Ilia, and then there's a liquid lipstick. Is the brand called Half Caked? I think so. In the Caked Makeup in the shade Theme Song. Okay, I forgot to prime my eyes, so I'm just going to do that now. Oh, I have had half term this week. I'm filming this on Sunday the 21st, I think it is. Is it the 21st? Yes. I've had half term, and I don't know whether anyone else like gets this way. I definitely do, but I feel like I just get overwhelmed really easily. Really, that's it. And it was my mum's birthday on Wednesday, so I spent the whole day with her. My mum was working on Friday, so I came and like spent some time with my little sister on Friday at my mum's house. And then I feel like I've been really busy, but then if you ask me what I've been doing, I don't know what I've been doing. I've played a lot of Fortnite recently, and I went on there maybe last weekend, and I hadn't played since November. I'm not much of like a gamer person, so I guess maybe I've spent more time like doing fun things like playing that, which I guess may seem like wasting time, but I feel like actually I've finally found some time to do those things. I don't know, and like I think it's nice to just play games and like escape reality for a bit, isn't it? So yeah, and what I like about Fortnite, even though like all the kids play it, it's such an easy, simple concept. You can just go on, play a game, and then you can go do something else. Whereas like Tomb Raider and stuff, there's like a story like walkthrough, and you go through the story, and I like how in Fortnite it can be over quite quickly, or I think a game will last like 30 minutes max, really. And I quite like that. It's just easy to understand, nice and simple for me. I'm just going to use this like lightest shade here all over my lid as just like a base colour. I'm going to use one of the Eco Tools brushes. Apparently this is a blurring brush, but I'm going to use it to pack on the light shade. I have heard that Fall Guys, I don't know whether anyone watching this will be interested in games as well, but Fall Guys, which has always been on the PlayStation, I think, and maybe on PC too actually, is coming to Xbox and the Switch this summer, which I'm very excited about. Okay, some of my makeup brushes are really dirty. I really need to clean them. I'm going to go in with this shade here first as like a crease colour or a transition colour. Oh, I like that. We'll just see what happens, really. Okay, and then with the same brush, I'm going to go one shade over to like a slightly darker one, and just see whether that makes much difference. Okay, I don't think that's made much difference at all. Now as we get a bit darker, they're turning more into like browny shades, and like that's a bit purpley, which I guess doesn't really match that. But still, I'm going to go in with this one and kind of stick to the outer corner. Let's use this. Okay. I don't think the true colour's coming up, but that's probably because I'm putting it over orange, so, you know. But, yeah, I'll just keep, like, packing it on a little bit, and then I'll start blending it all together. Then I'm going to prime. I feel like I'm doing this quite quickly, but yeah, I feel like the colours actually blended in together quite well, and it's definitely like toned it down a bit. I went through a phase where I wore like a lot of orange, and now I've kind of like been going off of it, and I'm more like into purpley tones on my eyes. So I'm glad that adding that has kind of dulled down the orange a little bit. I'm just using the NYX glitter primer or glitter glue, whatever it's called, on my eyelids before I go in with one of the shimmery shades. Oh, I don't know which shimmery shade to go for. I really like the look of this one though, but I don't think it's going to match very well. But still, I feel like I'm just so drawn to it that I feel like I just need to put it on anyway. Because why not? Who cares if everything doesn't match properly? We're just playing around, having a bit of fun. Wow, these glitters are good, aren't they? Very shimmery. Wow. I now feel like I need to go back in with this around the edges, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so my own fault. I put the glitter glue like too far inwards here and then too high up here, so I've just had to like attack it with a tissue because my matte eyeshadow has been like sticking to it and then appearing like really pigmented in those like random spots where I put the glitter glue, but it's alright, we're not going anywhere, so it's fine. Okay. Oh baby, I don't wanna know. Okay, okay. Just chucking a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes to tidy it up. I said tiny bit, that's not a tiny bit. To just tidy it up. This concealer, this is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer in the shade 010 Ivory, and it's just a bit too like yellowy for me. It's not pale enough for me, so I just use it to use it. Whereas if I was going somewhere, I wouldn't necessarily use it. Maybe like on my nose or something. I've tried it over spots and it's just not very pigmented, obviously. I think it's a good formula for like around your nose and under your eyes. It's just that ivory is too dark for me, so yeah, but I don't mind using it in like this video because it's not like super dark really, it's just a bit too like yellowy toned for me. Okay, and then I'll chuck some around my nose. I like to go here because I can get quite like flaky there, and then a bit on my actual nose as well, just because I lose a lot of pigmentation on my nose, like from the foundation and stuff. It seems to wear off my nose like really easily and quickly, and like redness from my nose can really show through. So I like to just add a bit along the bridge of my nose. Okay, this is what we've got so far. Normally, now I would powder, now that I've done my eye shadow kind of, and done concealer to tidy up the bottom of it. However, because we've got this little liquid lip and cheek tint, I was thinking, should I try and use it underneath my powder or over my powder? I have oily skin, I'm always going to powder. I'm never going to do makeup and not powder because I have to powder. So I thought that I would try some beforehand, then do the powder and see what it looks like, and if I want to try and put more on over the top then I can. I feel like these are better suited for people who don't really need to wear powder, you know? Oh, it's already started. I've just peeled the thing off and it's already started like leaking out. Okay, I don't think we're going to need much. I feel like that's still quite a lot. but okay. I'm going to pat it on the back of my hand first, I think. And then just dab it on and we'll see what it's like. That's actually quite nice, isn't it? I quite like that. The thing is, right, I do like the look of liquid and cream products when they just like blend really nicely into your skin or into your makeup. I think that it can look really, really lovely. It's just because I wear powder, and a lot of the time you put powder on over the top and then you lose the colour completely, or you try and put these on the top of powder and then it goes funny. So I just don't even bother with them really. I feel like that's really nice. I probably wouldn't wear this colour blush with the eyes that I've got going on at the moment, but I think that's really pretty. I've still got that much on my hand, which I'm not going to use, but I might keep it on my hand for now, like after I powdered, and see whether I think I need any. Normally then I would put a little tiny bit of blush on my nose, and I would put a little bit up here as well, and then a tiny bit on my chin as well. Okay, so that's what we look like at the moment. I'm going to get my powder out and powder my whole face. At the moment I'm using a mixture of the Revolution baking powder and a Lottie London translucent one that was like quite cheap. I think it was like £3. I just keep it, I mix it in the lid of a Laura Mercier one. Where are my brushes? Here they are. I'm just going to do my whole face. The blush is still showing through, that's good, isn't it? Okay, so this is my face after I've powdered. I feel like after I powder, my skin just looks nicer. The blush is definitely still there, which I'm very happy with, you know. I do feel like now the powder's gone on top, it's kind of dulled down the pink, and it's... I wouldn't say it looks dirty or muddy necessarily, but I do think it's changed now that the powder's gone on top. Obviously you'd expect it to be a little lighter, a little not as bright, wouldn't you? I'm still going to put a little bit over the top of the powder just to see how it does over the top of a powder consistency as opposed to just liquid foundation. Well, it definitely stands out more. I don't wear blush that much anyway, and I do think I prefer the way it looks underneath the powder, but I'm still trying it out like this anyway. I will say, consistency wise, it hasn't like changed the look of my powder. It hasn't taken any of the powder off my cheeks or anything like that, which I've had happen before. So I like that. It's just like sitting on top quite nicely. I do prefer the way that it looked when it was underneath, but still, like, I don't really think that's too bad, to be fair. As someone who really hates liquid and cream products on my skin, I think that when I use this underneath the powder, it looked really nice. It doesn't look too bad still now, but yeah, cool, nice. I'm gonna wipe the rest of this off before I get it on something. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows and my mascara off camera because I'm not trying anything new with them, and then I'll see you when I've got them done. Okay, so I've done my eyebrows, done my mascara. I also dragged a bit of two of the shades from the Illamasqua palette under my eyes, and then did my mascara on my bottom lashes. Now let's try this. I'm very, very excited to try this. This was such like a cult item, wasn't it? Like, everybody loved it. I think I'm going to try and use this. This is full blush, which it could be, but I've already got plenty of blusher brushes, so I'm going to use this as a bronzer brush. This one looks more like a contour shade because it looks a bit more grey toned, I think. I'm going to go with this one, and we'll just see. Could you see that? This one on the end here, and we'll just see what it's like. Oh, actually this brush is super soft. Okay, I'm going to change my brush So the one that I'm using at the moment for my bronzer, this is the, what brand are you? Oh gosh, I don't even know. It's called the, Luxie 512 Small Contouring Brush. And I really like it. I've just dipped into 2 shades there because I accidentally went into the wrong one. Okay. It's weird doing bronzer when you've already got blusher on, because like you're looking at it like, oh okay, I need to go underneath you. It doesn't really feel right. Okay. I don't think the colour looks bad, like I can see it on my forehead, but putting it underneath the blusher, I feel like I've actually just dragged the blusher down here when like I didn't want to. To me, that still looks like blusher. I don't know. Okay. I like the colour of the actual bronzer though. Let's try this darker one. Why not? Oh. Hello? Don't really think there's much difference, to be fair. It's maybe just like a little bit warmer. Okay, cool. Just gonna mix them all together. Why not? Yeah, I feel like trying it on now over the top of blusher isn't giving me the best colour. Like, I'm not able to see the colour of the bronzer really. But it's definitely made a difference. I've tried to pack it on this side and I think you can definitely see like the colour difference now. But yeah, I think I prefer putting bronzer and contour on before doing blush, because then I would have put the blush a bit higher. But hey, overall, like I think the blusher was nice, and I think that the bronzer and contour looks nice. Can you see it very well? I just think that now I've merged them both together, like it's really extreme on my cheeks. The top colours, so this one here is like, looks like a highlight shade. This is a banana powder and this is a pale shade. I think the banana powder would be too dark for me, and I think that this might be too dark for under my eyes. I might give it a go at some point. I might just try and press some now. I think it's just going to be a bit too pinky toned for me. I mean, you can't really tell because it's just going over the top of powder. So, yeah. What I normally do though is I get a eyeshadow brush and I dip it in my bronzer and I do my nose. I don't contour my nose properly. I just like to add colour. I feel like it brings the bronzer together a bit more, you know? I really like the way that has like blended into my nose. Cool, so there's that. Nice. I've also got the Bella Pierre highlighting palette. These are quite small pans, and I still use for my highlighter a fan brush. Oh, the thing's coming out. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I use a fan brush, which is this big, so it would be quite hard to get the individual ones out unless I go sideways. These are the colours. They are quite up my street. That one's like a bit too peachy for me, maybe. I'm going to go with this end one. I wonder whether I'll be able to pick much off of it and onto the fan brush. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that is like, I wouldn't even say that's necessarily icy. I'll just say that that is actually quite wet looking. Which, wow, okay. Let's go in with this more golden shade for this side. Oh wow, I really like these. I always put a bit up here as well. Wow, okay. And then let's go in with the really light one on my nose, Cupid's Bow. Wow, I really like them. I think that they look lovely. I'm just laughing at like my blusher and my bronzer is a bit intense, but hey. Okay, I kind of want to blend this out a little bit more. I might use this. I don't think it's got any bronzer on it. I mean, it is dirty though, just because I think it's very intense. Cool. Let's move on to lips now. I think I'm going to line my lips with the Real Hair lip liner, use the liquid lipstick, wait for it to dry, and then use one of these sticks over the top of it. The rosy shade I did swatch actually in my video where I was like, I want to give away from Sussex Sandra, so I'll leave that links down below, but it's like a rosy lipstick shade, but I really want to try the other things, so let's do it. I'm actually quite like feeling this makeup look, if I'm honest. I think it's quite cool. I have messed up with the glitter eye primer and just wasn't really paying much attention, but hey. Okay, this is like a screwy, this is a wind up lip liner, Real Hair, I Am Confident. Is that the shade? Perhaps. And let's line on my lips. Has anyone been watching Married at First Sight Australia? Because I've been really liking it. However, spoiler alert, I have read articles of when Sam went to the press and he basically said that all the stuff with him and Innes was staged, and the producers were in there, because I did think, like, why are you kissing on the bed when there's a producer right there? If you really wanted this to be a secret, you would keep it a secret, you know? So now I'm not really sure like what to believe, and I know like which couples are still together and which ones aren't. And then there's also been articles about how a lot of them have like been actors before, and someone tweeted out, someone said something about one series and how most of the people in that series were actors, and yeah, so now I'm not really sure like what I believe. And now this whole thing with Jess, I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know. I wonder whether she was put up to it by producers. Anyway, this lip liner is quite dark for me, but I do actually really like dark lipstick shades. I feel like they suit me, like the darker nude shades suit me better. Obviously I've got a lot going on my face at the moment, so, you know, I would wear this with like simple eye makeup. This is the liquid lipstick. It says half caked on here, but it looks like it's actually just called caked makeup, not half caked. This is a lip fondant in the shade Theme Song. Interesting, there's cake makeup and there's also Beauty Bakery. Oh, that smells nice. I was expecting it to smell like vanilla. It maybe does a little bit, but not much. This seems to be a really good match actually for the lip liner, doesn't it? That is a lovely shade. I'm just going to wait for it to dry down a bit because obviously it's still wet. And then I'm going to use one of these sparkle balm things on the top. So we've got this like pale one. Oh, just knocked the end off of it. And the purple one. There they are, if you can see them. That's the pale one and that's the purple toned one. So the pale pink one is called Twinkle and the purple one is called Periwinkle. Pale one, Twinkle, and Periwinkle. Lovely. I think that the purple one is best saved for a more purple lipstick like this one, which is one of my favourites. This is by Bourjois. It's the Rouge Velvet, the lipstick in the shade 19. I love this lipstick so much. So yeah, I think that's when I would use the purpley one. So I think I'm going to use the pale one, although I have just knocked the end off. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like in summer these would like properly melt, but they're so pretty. Like glittery stuff is just so bloody pretty. If it was socially acceptable to wear glitter everywhere, I would. Do you remember the highlighter challenge? When people would use highlighter to do their full face of makeup. That was quite a good challenge. Maybe I should do that. Okay, this has seemed to dry down. That was quite quick, to be fair. It feels like, I don't know whether as the day went on it would feel really dry on my lips. I'm not sure. I don't have butthole lips. That's good. Let's put this on the top very carefully. Maybe I'll just dab it first. That is very glittery. And then press together. Very pretty. I mean, it's very glittery. I'm not sure whether I'd wear this in public because it's so glittery. I think for like a fancy dress or something, yes. I've seen some people like might use something like this and just put it in the center, and that would probably look really pretty. It doesn't look glossy, it looks glittery, but I still think that looks really pretty. It's just not something that I would wear in public. Maybe over a nude colour it wouldn't look as it wouldn't stand out as much, maybe. But yeah. Maybe over time as well the glitter will kind of all blend in with the lipstick a bit better. Who knows? I'm tempted to put some over the top and see whether the glitter still shines through. That was only a little bit. Just testing. And now I'm just going to wait for this to dry and we'll see whether the glitter shines through. Okay, so it's been longer now than when I first put this liquid lipstick on. It dried down really quickly. Then I put the kind of sticky balm on and then I put another layer on. And it still wasn't fully dry yet, but I think that's because of the sticky balm. You can see a little bit of glitter, but it's less. So I quite like the idea of putting the like sticky balmy pencil on underneath something rather than necessarily on top of it. And yeah, so that was me trying on some of the new makeup that I got fairly recently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the payoff of the items that I use and stuff like that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in a few days in my next video.